Welcome to a brief tour of Quest Background Solutions. While you're at the website, you may want to check out some of these sample reports, and you'll notice that some of them have more than one page. If you scroll down here, you'll see the pages change. They're also actually printable. The first thing you want to do if you download the program is to go to the user's manual. And then you want to scroll down to the first highlighted audio video here in purple, actually, and it'll show you how to navigate the user's manual. Now, the program consists of two main parts: the Contact Manager, which is represented by these colored icons at the top, and the Investment Reports Tracking section, which is represented by these two drop-downs here. Also available now are downloads of variable annuities and mutual funds through DST Fan Mail, which is an online data source. You want to go to the user's manual and check out the portion in the table of contents, watch the auto videos. The part about DST Fan Mail is highlighted in red, the text that's highlighted in red, and it'll show you how to get started, how to sign up with DST Fan Mail and start getting downloads. The Contact Manager has all of the functions that a Contact Manager would need. You begin with the calendar, which is pretty self-explanatory, listing all of the events and meetings that you've scheduled. The List Manager, which is where all of your lists are maintained and managed. And there are many functions that you can do from the List Manager, including all of these functions down here, which involve correspondence, letters, labels, anything that you might want to do with the list. And of course you can manage lists through here by adding or subtracting people from various lists, mixing and matching, whatever it is you might need. Next, you have the Correspondence Library, which allows you to manage all correspondence that you send out to clients, edit them, insert various merge fields. A lot of flexibility with this. You're going to want to watch the audio video on the various ways that you can use it, as you would with all of the functions in the program. Then you have the mailing icon. You can use that, or you can go to the events and use the mailing here, which would be just selecting mailing here. Now, the one up above here is just something that you can use on the fly. The Add Note section is if you want to add a note to a client's account. You select a client, go to Add Note, create the note, and then it'll keep it a history of it here. This also keeps a history of documents that you send to clients and meetings that you might have with clients, seminars that they may have attended. Let's click one and see if there's any entry. Yeah. There's some that have been deleted. If you delete an event or a meeting, whatever it might be, you're still going to have a record of what correspondence you sent them. And then you have a call scheduler, which is to remind you that you have to call somebody. It'll put it on the calendar. You can also set up a tickler, which will give you notice, and that could be 1 hour before, 1 day before. It's up to you. Appointments. This is for setting appointments. Again, it has a tickler. Same thing, and these will all appear on the calendar. A map gives you a map to the client's home through MapQuest. You click that on, and it'll give you an instant map. The program originally had a dial icon up here at the top, but we have gotten rid of that, and in order to use the dialer, again, which is available only with Windows 7, you do it from the client area here or the list manager area here, using this dialer here and selecting the client or prospect that you want to dial. Phone book, that's where you keep all of your phone numbers for the people that you want in your phone contact list. Email, same thing. You can send an email to anyone that you have an email listed for, which is in the client data form. If you enter the email here, you'll be able to do that. You can also do these functions from the client data form, which are similar to these up here. In Event Manager, it has a seminar tracking system. I've entered a seminar here, which allows you to, of course, invite anyone you might have want to invite from your lists that you've put in List Manager. It will also let you put a fee schedule to it. Also, you can keep track of costs with event details, and it'll keep a per person cost. Also, correspondence, you can choose any correspondence that you want to send them to come to the event. Now, as you go through the seminar process, you can use these check boxes for the various functions that you need to do to get through the process. Also, you can print invitee envelopes, letters, invitations on the fly, either for appointments and or to attend the seminar, individually or as a complete list. Also, when the seminar has finished, if you want, you can check off these attended boxes, and what that will allow you to do is it will track them through a list that you would create in List Manager. And in this case, I've already done that, and I've checked off some of the attendees. So we've got that tracked here in this list. Also, you can do it with no-shows, same thing. Those are the ones you didn't check as attended. Also, mailing respondees, same thing. You can keep a list, and that's done here by checking off the function you want here, the date span that you want to cover. So you can keep a running list of your attendees, no-shows, mailer responders. So if you want to send them a mailing to invite them either to the new seminar that you've got, or a mailing that a newer mailing that you have that you want to include previous people that have responded to mailings, you can run a list of those, a cumulative list, that is. For the investment side of the program, this is an account that I've entered, a fictitious account, and it shows some holdings. Now, these have been entered manually. There is a function, or there will be a function for downloading variable annuities and mutual funds from DST, which is a data source company, in the future, hopefully by the end of 2011, which will allow you to do that. Now, this is what it looks like when it is downloaded, the data, or manually entered, either way. And you generally might want to do manual entry to create some of the reports that you can generate with these report functions up here. And we'll start with, well, as far as the report section, let's start with illustrations. This is for FIA illustrations. You can enter any of these parameters here. This is a pre-entered chart, which I've given a chart for 1999 to 2009 Dow Jones yearly point-to-point with a cap rate of 8%. That's rather high. You can always change that on the fly. Let's change it to 6%. This goes 10 years forward using a cap rate, or you can use a participation rate, either. And then you run the chart, and it basically pulls data from the first market day of the year through to the last market day of the year. Data goes back to the Dow, back to 1970, I think, with S&P also. Now, if you do enter investments, you will be able to run, again, various reports. Client investment data reports, performance reports. Okay, performance reports are quarterly, yearly reports. Let's take a look at what one of those look at quickly. Let's choose 2010. You can also create various different displays of your choosing, which are star rankings, tax status, which assigns colors to the status of whether it's taxable, non-taxable. Also risk colors. You can assign colors to risk. AM best ratings. So I'm just gonna, you can choose the quarters, and I'm gonna select everything to see what a report would look like fully filled out. And this is one of the sample reports that It is on the website for sample reports. Okay, let's view that. You see it gives you the colors, which is a very nice selling tool to use for people. It gives them an idea of their risk. And then it gives you all of the other factors, including return since inception. So really very nice looking reports. They look just like this. They print in this color. Very beautiful. Also, I enlarged that by mistake. Also, you can run a threshold income chart, an asset allocation chart, a rule of 100 chart, various things with the data that you've entered. Other reports that the program can produce are under the client investment data reports. And that involves sorting investments by type and name and company, and it'll also give you a date of birth for your clients, a selection, and maturity dates, early withdrawal fee schedules. It'll give you a listing of soonest to latest as far as expiring early withdrawal fees. And then further down, a very good report to run is the estate record report, which will give you the client's holdings. Let me show you that. I know I've got this one here we've added. And that'll give the client something for year end every year, which is a terrific sales tool because it the client will generally, maybe not the first year, but after a year or two goes along, they'll come forth with a lot of investments that they didn't tell you about originally, and it'll give you a very good sales opportunity. And this gives you description, contact information, product type, count number, value. Then you go along, and it'll end with the total value of the portfolio and beneficiaries. Well, there aren't any beneficiaries added for this one, but it'll give you a list of them with their contact information. It's really great. It's pretty much a complete report. We're adding another section called Last Wishes, which will give you more information about some of the things that they would want to have added to their will, let's say. It also has a function to track commissions and policy applications, and that's a good tool to have too. It'll help you track those things. I've covered only briefly some of the functions that the program is capable of. If you download it and look at the various audio videos regarding the different functions, you'll find a lot of things that I haven't been able to cover here, but it's a pretty comprehensive program. Thank you for watching.